Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done an update, and some folks have been asking me to try and give the company an update on where we are and how things are going. We just finished up August. I don't have final numbers yet, but I do have July numbers, and we continue our trend of profitability and things continually improve. So we've been profitable since, I believe, April, and setting, I think, now 3, if not 4 revenue record months. And one of the things that's interesting is what's leading the revenue growth. Well, it's really across the board. Payments and checks are both growing since about February of this year, which is awesome. But checks are up double digits, like 15%, I think, year over year in July. And this is mostly led by PayPal and Venmo. But there's some life in some of the other clients as well. At the same time, payments are up, just not as much, and they're a smaller part of the business. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but about 75% of our revenue comes from a check-related service, from money in, and the other 25% comes from the non-check related payments part of the business. On the not so great front, we were supposed to launch issuing, which was part of the product set from that company that we acquired last summer. And we were supposed to launch that in July. And that didn't happen and probably won't happen for the rest of this year because of some just turbulence in the sponsor bank market, which most every company out here is dealing with. There was this company called Synapse that went bankrupt a year or so ago in the issuing and banking as a service space, and it sent shockwaves throughout the regulators and the banks, and it's got all the banks in sort of a hyper scared mode, and that's just the short answer, slowing everything down. So we've shifted a bunch of resources to try and bring several other banks in addition to the ones we have today live, which are pretty major undertakings in and of themselves, but we got a couple, maybe 3, that are in process at different stages so that we have more diversification going forward on the bank side. But it will probably be the first quarter of next year before we get that issuing product up and running and live. But the company is healthy, the company is growing, the company is making money. Everybody's doing a great job of keeping expenses and overhead under control. And so we will see how the back half of the year goes. We have some turnover in the sales team that we're replacing. I think Dario, which was one of our best, has gone off to business school in Italy. So congratulations, Dario. It's exciting for you. I think the school is called Perconi, which is a really good international business school over there. Tate is going to be having her first child, which is exciting. Thank you, crap, I can't talk. Congratulations, Tate. I'm not going to edit this. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. We have a couple of new folks joining, a sales engineer on the sales side. We've got a contractor in helping us with some financial modeling. And I've brought a chief of staff into the company to help me really organize the company's priorities and keep us all aligned and on track. So he'll be working at the executive team level, is sort of a cross-platform, company-wide project management role or PMO office role, reporting directly to me and hopefully helping provide more clarity and visibility on all of these massive projects that we have going on. So really appreciate what everybody's doing. A bunch of us are headed out to the West Coast for a week-long sales and strategy meeting, so it'll be kind of quiet around here. Still be some folks here, obviously. Shay will be here, etc. But things are going great, so that's just a quick update for everybody. Thanks.